Harihi Om. Harihi Om. 3 times Omkar. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhanaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishvotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayam Numaha. Harihi Om. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Harihi Om. Suswagatam. We all are nicely discussing a very subtle topic, that's meditation. In this world, if we know one thing, we can easily find out what is real and what is unreal. Nature of a thing is to know is of utmost importance. Why is it so? Because as we have understood, what is meditation? Effortless awareness of our true nature. This definition of meditation, a seeker must by heart. Effortless awareness of our true nature. That is meditation. That means when there is no effortless or there is a coming and going, that means a person reaches to that state for a minute and again comes back and then absolutely get dragged away by the lower nature of one's own, that means still that state of meditation is not achieved. So, nature of a thing will tell us about Nitya and Anitya. This we are going to focus now. When we look at the world, we have to understand what is the nature of object of the world. When I say object, people are included in it. All beings are included in it. What is the nature of the world of objects? The answer is, the nature of world of object is unreal. So, this unreal, one must understand. The Vedantic explanation of unreal. First point, that which continuously changing and cannot remain stable, that is called as unreal from the Vedanta standpoint. Please note important point, that which is continuously changing is called as unreal. Second important point, that which does not have its own independent existence, that it is called as unreal. That which does not remain present in 3 periods of time, that is past, present and future, is unreal. So, when you know these are the 3 important principles, you have to look at the object and know what is the nature of the object. So, from this standpoint of these 3 important principles, if you look at the world around, you will understand everything is falling in the category of unreal. Yes, Swamiji, why are you just emphasizing so much about unreal? That is a point. Because our mind and intellect is little foolish. Why? Because this mind and intellect says, though it is changing, though it is unreal, I want real happiness from it. Oh, my dear friends, this is called as foolishness. How can you gain that permanent happiness, that real happiness from that which is unreal, that which is temporary, that which is continuously changing? This point should hit to the heart of every seeker, and then only this practice of meditation will have the firmness. Why? Because the mind will not remain firm unless and until it knows reality. So intellect, when it gets the knowledge, that supports the mind to be one-pointed. Okay, so knowing this, now what a seeker should do? 6th verse of Dhyanasvarupam. Let me chant the verse. Svarupe drudhanishthayai yatante sadhaka janaha dhyanabhyasena tasyaiva Siddhanto varnyate dhuna. Verse number 6. Swarupe drudanishthayai yatante sadhaka janaha dhyanabhyasena tasyaiva siddhanto varnyate dhuna. Very beautifully mentioned here. It is said, Swarupe drudanishthayai, in one's own true nature, drudanishthayai, to gain firm abidance. To gain firm abidance. I will explain this firm abidance. Yatante sadhaka janaha. Sadhaka janana, all seekers of truth. Yatante, they strive. So what is the important emphasis here? All seekers of the truth. They strive hard to gain the firm abidance in the self. How do you get it? By dhyana abhyasena. Please note, I am just making a fractions. How do you gain the firm abidance? By dhyana abhyasena. That means by the practice of meditation. Now, can you little tell us about the practice of meditation? Tasya eva siddhanta. Tasya eva means that alone, that principle of practice of meditation. Varnate adhuna. Now we are explaining. So the principle of firm abidance by the practice of meditation is now clearly explained, or is now explained. We are explaining it clearly, the way we can understand and take it. So it is said here, firm abidance in the self. So, example. See, somebody told us, your name is so and so, Chintu, Mintu, Pintu, whatever. So how much firm abidance is there for all of us in our true nature? That means in our name. So if somebody correctly, or sorry, if somebody incorrectly pronounce it, then we do not like it at all. Note it. Why? No, my name, you should not do like this. You should not pronounce like this. You should correctly pronounce. How much is the identification with our own name? Okay, now somebody says this person named so-called as Chintu is mad. How can you tell me I am mad? Arey, I am not told you that you are mad. I said Chintu is mad. I am Chintu. Now just see how firm abidance is there. Me as this name for this body. Yes or no? How much firm? Oh my God. It is rooted. It is rooted. It is rooted. My name. My name. Now I'll give another example. This body, which is talking to you all, had one name, right? Which was given by biological father and mother, called as parents. Then this body went to Sandipani Sadhanalaya, Chinmay Mission, Mumbai. Then after completion of the course, this body got one name called Brahmachari, Prahlad, Chaitanya. Now, after a few years, again this body has got another name, Swami Prakarshananda. Now, just ask the question, which name is true for this body? Which name is real for this body? So answer is, that time when this body was in Sandipani Sadhanalaya, that name was true. Now, after completion of the course, that name was true. And now, this name is true. So, according to situation and because of circumstances, body has received one name just for the transaction purpose. But now one can understand that all three names are different. All three names are different. So one can understand, if name can change, that means the name is unreal. Okay. Second important point. Just an example. Not now, but in Indian tradition, there was this so-called as custom that whenever a girl marries and goes to the boy family, then her name used to change. Not now, I said, huh? Because now it is not possible. Nobody can change anything because so much identification. So fine. So the name used to change. The in-laws used to change the name. Now just imagine which name is true for that person. Oh, before marriage this was true, and after marriage this is true. Okay, so name we have understood that let us not have so much firm abidance because it is real. Oh, no. It is unreal. Fine. Second important form. Our form, body form, it is changing. How? This body was, as a children, very small. Then this body grew, and then that person has become a young boy or young girl. Then that body again grew, and that person became an adult person. And again this body again grew, and that person became an old person. Now the form of the body is continuously changing. Is it real or unreal? Oh yes, Swamiji, according to the Vedantic principle, the body, if it is changing, that means it is unreal. Okay. Mind. Oh, my mind? No, my mind is my mind. Oh dear, your mind changes every day. No, not every day, every minute. Yes, and that's the problem, Swamiji. My mind is so fickle. Yes, that means the mind is also unreal. What about intellect, Swamiji? Okay, intellect. That intellect was small when it was not understanding anything. Now this intellect is having some fixed idea. It does not allow to give up any wrong ideas. It is hold on to the wrong ideas. But after the hammering of Vedantic principle, those wrong ideas also slowly go away. Yes or no? Yes. That means that intellect is also changing. It is unreal. Now, that which is unreal, The body's nature, can it be yours nature, a true nature? No. This mind which is changing, so the mind's nature, can it be your true nature? No. Your intellect is changing. Can your intellect's nature be your true nature? No. Oh my God, Swamiji, then what is my true nature? Yes, that which is a substratum of this body, mind, and intellect. What is that? Sat. The Sat aspect of Atma Tattva, which is called as existence, which does not change in 3 periods of time. That existence is itself consciousness, awareness. That, please note it, what I'm saying, that existence principle itself is conscious, awareness, principle of knowledge. What is called as consciousness? That which always knows, that which always illumines everything. That is consciousness. This existence principle, that itself is consciousness, awareness itself is having this aspect which is called as bliss, which is always complete, which never can be incomplete by any circumstances. Please note, cannot be incomplete by any circumstances, by any situation, or does not get limited by any object of the world. That which is called as the bliss principle, and that is your true nature. Oh my God. Today it is so clear. This is my true nature, and not as understood this body, mind, and intellect. No. It is a lower nature of yours. Because this body, mind, and intellect is no doubt is there as an instrument, as an equipment, but do not understand it to be you yourself. Okay. Now be ready for today's meditation session. Let us have the firm posture. If you are wearing the spectacles, you may remove them. When you take a posture, see to it that you can command over your body for next 10 to 15 minutes. If you are sitting on a chair, your back should not rest to the backrest of the chair. Keep your hands on your legs, on your thighs, in such a position where they are comfortable and you do not have to move them at all. See to it that your back is straight, your neck is straight, your facial expression is pleasant, eyes are gently closed. Observe once your body state. Yes, it is fine. Observe your comfort of the body. Yes, it's fine. Now focus on, for a minute, on our breathing process. the air which come inside. You can use numbers to count the time of air which comes inside as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chanting of the numbers should be in the mind. Similarly, you can chant the numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 when the air goes out. Let us do this assignment. Let us do this exercise for a minute. This step will give you a good one-pointed attention. When the mind is completely focused on your own breath, it remains stable and focused. Now let us move to the second step. As we have already mentioned, look at your own mind. Where the thoughts flow. Thoughts can be positive. Thoughts can be negative. But let us not label them, but just be the witness. Now, one must understand every step is important. Your firm posture is important in practice of meditation. Second, when you look at your breath and gain a one-pointed attention, that is important in the practice of meditation. Next, when you look at your own mind as a witness, without labeling any thought, will give you this important understanding of disidentifying with the mind. Though mind has different quality thoughts and also of a different texture. Many thoughts are there, but when you become the witness of the mind and do not label your own thoughts, slowly number of thoughts will reduce and quality of thoughts will improve. This will require a sufficient time for a seeker to gain this state where your thoughts are minimum and they are of best quality. Now, gaining the knowledge of the scriptures. The intellect should support the mind, and together mind and intellect now focus on the true nature of our own. First, let the mind and intellect know this body is under continuous change, and therefore the nature of the body cannot be my true nature. Similarly, the mind and intellect are also under the same continuous pattern of the change. Therefore, the nature of the mind and intellect cannot be our true nature. Then, according to the scriptural knowledge, we understand the substratum of BMI is this existence principle, which is called as Sat. This existence principle is not depend on anything for its own existence. It exists independently, but it is a substratum of all that which we understand and see in this world. This existence principle itself is consciousness, is awareness, is the knowledge principle. It illumines everything because it is self-effulgent. It knows everything. And it also lends a power to know. And therefore, this intellect who gains this power of knowing from this principle starts knowing the world of objects. This existence principle, which itself is consciousness, awareness, knowledge principle, is bliss principle also. That bliss which is complete in itself. That bliss which is infinite. That bliss which cannot be limited by any circumstances, by any situation, or by any object of the world. That which remains always blissful. That I am. That is my true nature. Sat Chit Anand. Slowly, a seeker has to continuously auto-suggest one's own self. about our own true nature. Mentally remember the scriptural knowledge and all logical description of what is true nature and what is not the true nature. By reflecting over the right knowledge of the scriptures, one can slowly get into a very subtle and a deep practice of meditation, where the body is stable and there's no discomfort at all, where the mind and intellect is abiding in one's own true nature, and therefore there is no disturbance at the level of the mind or intellect. This requires sufficient good duration of practice. Who can do this practice? One who has Dhrudanishchaya, firm determination to abide in one's own true nature. Just be there. Just be there. Ooh. 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 Bring your hands in Namaskar position. Have a gratitude towards Almighty Lord for His grace and blessings, for this beautiful knowledge and the time given to all of us. Have gratitude towards everyone. Pray for everyone. Let everyone be happy. Let everyone be healthy. Let everyone be complete. You can rub your hands together, create a nice warm Put it on your both eyes, and a good massage can be given to your eyes. Slowly, without much pressure. Bring back your hands in Namaskar position. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. Check what is the effect of this practice of meditation on your mind and intellect. If you do a right practice as per the guidance given here, your mind will gain a great and a very good stability. With that, you can experience the peace in your mind, the silence in your mind. Note, this silence is not created one. This silence is a nature of our own. Slowly, one has to experience this bliss, peace together with the right practice of meditation. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly you can open your eyes. If you do not want to get disturbed, remain some time.